Welcome to Low Carb 360. Today's recipe, I was inspired by the Atkins Revolutionary Rolls, and this is my take on it. So I'm calling it Jay's Low Carb Croissants. This recipe is delicious, light, and has a great texture. It can be added to any meal as a complement to breakfast or to a dinner meal. The entire recipe will be listed on the website. It's lowcarb360.com. So let's begin. Okay, so today we're going to be making low carb croissants, and this is the ingredients that is needed. I have eggs, mayonnaise, Mrs. Dash, cream of tartar, the Atkins protein vanilla drink, and cheddar cheese. Okay, so we have 4 eggs here, and I have an egg separator. Crack the egg. You want to make sure no yolk gets into the white. There you go. And I'm going to separate that. And then I'm going to take the egg white and I'm going to place it in another bowl. And then continue again, separating each egg. There you go. Separate that. Yep, I almost got that in, see? Again, you want to separate it. With each egg that you crack, go ahead and pour the egg whites in another bowl so that if you made a mistake, you would not be wasting more than one egg. There you go. This does a pretty good job of separating the eggs, as you can see. And this is our last egg. Again, you want to separate the yolk from the whites. And this last yolk we're not going to be using with this recipe, so I'll put this in another bowl and I can fry this up another time. So we'll get rid of this. Then I'm going to pour it in the bowl with the egg whites. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add the remaining ingredients to the yolk. And so to the egg yolks, I'm going to be adding a 1/4 teaspoon of the Mrs. Dash original blend. Now I'll add 1 tablespoon of the mayonnaise. And the mayonnaise I'm using is 0 carb. I'm going to add the cheddar cheese, the protein shake. Okay, the next step is I'm going to mix all these ingredients together. Give it a really good mix. Yep, that looks really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this aside and we're going to go ahead and whisk the egg whites. Okay, so this is our egg whites, and I'm going to add to the egg whites a 1/4 teaspoon of the cream of tartar. Then I'm going to use a mixer and we are going to whisk this. We're going to be mixing this to a stiff peak. As you can see, it's nowhere near that yet, so let's continue to whisk. Okay, one way to tell if the mixture is ready is I stick a spoon in there and then I turn it upside down, and the mixture should not really slide like that, so it needs a little more mixing.
Let's do our spoon test again. Yep, it's sticking to the spoon. We are done whisking.
We have our egg yolk mixture. I'm just going to pour this over the whites, and then we're going to fold this into the mixture. I'm just going to go around and fold, around and fold, around, fold. But you want to do this very gently. Fold, around, fold. Okay, so let's go get our baking dish. I'm just going to use a regular spoon I use in my pots, and because this has the shape I'm looking for in the croissants, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a hefty spoon and put it right on there, and I have this on parchment paper. Again, Take a hefty spoon and just put it right on there. You're going to get some nice sized croissants today. Again, a hefty spoon. I usually get about 6 out of this mixture. So if you want more, if you have a larger family, maybe you want to do double the recipe, you can also do that. That's absolutely fine. Now this one came out kind of wrong, so that will happen too. I'm going to just put a little bit on this one. Okay, so I'm going to now put this in the oven and I'll be back with the finished product. Okay, so we have our finished croissants and they come right off the parchment paper, like I said. So parchment paper I would highly recommend. And this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like under. Okay, and they're really light and the texture is really great. And you can now put some butter or low carb, sugar-free jelly or any of your favorite fillings and enjoy it. Now you can totally whip this up for breakfast. Your entire family will love it. Now the entire recipe will be on the website. It's lowcarb360.com. Thanks for watching.